Alrighty, so we are back, and today I want to talk about something just that I want to kind of put the word out, right, and a mistake that you guys should be avoiding during GDC. Now, this isn't a like super major thing, but I think that it would be to your in your best interest to not do what they they say you should do during the producer stream for like the reveals for GDC when they were showing like the animations and the kits and all that fun stuff. They gave buffs to Rose Goku Black and Tech Vegito Blue, and as you guys know, on the little news promotion for the campaign, there's a lot of Rose and Vegito Blue on there. So obviously, like, that would be pretty exciting, and they want you to get those characters and stuff like that. But there's one thing in specific that you guys need to make sure that you are avoiding. Now, that is going over here and looking, like I said, at the news announcement. They are like I mentioned, really heavily advertising these characters, showing that they're like, you know, the face of the global Dokkan stone, or like the collecting stones, the global dragon stones and stuff like that. You guys can see here at the top, we got Rose Rose over here, and then we got Vegito Blue over here. So if we go down and all that fun stuff, it's in the news announcement. But what they're trying to get you to do is go in and use your memorial stones on Goku Black and Vegito Blue. So obviously that sounds like a match made in heaven, right? You got the limited time buffs, the buffs on these guys, and then if you go down here, Rose is also in this section over here. Where's he at? He's right here. So what they're trying to get you to do is pick these characters up with global dragon stones because they have limited time buffs and they're going to help you in content during GDC. However, I believe that is a mistake, and let me tell you why. This Goku Black and Vegito Blue might be great right now, but they won't be great in just a matter of like 2 months, basically. Like, you could say that about a lot of characters in gacha games, but they are going to revert to a state that is unusable, basically, after GDC, compared to some other characters that you could be talking about during, like, after GDC, right? So we know basically that this we do know this Super Easy A is really good, and this Super Easy A is really good with Vegito Blue and Rose. And there's going to be some future Super Easy A's during the celebration that we could also be looking at, like this Super Saiyan 4 Goku right here and the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta right here. I think it's highly likely that they end up getting their Super Easy A's as well. So that's going to be very important when it comes to what we should be doing with our global dragon stones, right? Avoiding stuff like limited time buffs and all of that fun stuff. So basically what I wanted to do in this video is give you like a quick update for who you should be choosing with your memorial stones, but we're going to market it as like, you know, don't do this. And basically what that is it's two things, right? It's A, don't use your global dragon stone 2025s right now, but it's also, or don't pick up Vegito Blue and Rose, but it's also don't even use them today, even if you have an idea of what you want. But if you want to spend on them, I think right now there are two clear-cut options for who you should be picking up, and that should be Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegito, the physical version right here. I think his Super Easy A is phenomenal. And then we also have the Rose Goku Black Super Easy A as well. But the issue when it comes to that, I think, in my opinion, is like, even if you want to pick up the characters because they can Super Easy A, but if we go into here, you guys can see if you don't have like a time travelers team, or I believe it's Vegeta's family is the other one, right? I believe it's Vegeta's family. Yeah, so if you don't have like those teams, things can potentially be a little bit tricky. So let me quickly go over to JP, and I'm going to just switch apps on my phone real quick and show you the teams that I used in order to get these done, because again, it can be a little bit tricky. So if we go over here, we can pull up JP Dokkan while we're talking. But with that, it's really important for you to know, like, can you get this done, and will you be able to take care of it? Now, when it comes to Super Easy A's, I think this is one of the biggest hurdles for newer players in terms of events that you can be clearing, like, consistently, because of the just sheer HP pool of the bosses, right? This is like, they have quite a bit, and it takes a while to get through it, and especially if you're a newer account, it could be a little bit tricky. So if we look over here at the super level, and we go to what I use to clear it, we used a team sort of like this. Now, it's ironic because we have Rose Goku Black on it, but you can potentially take him off. And I think if you were to run clones, like Rose Goku Black and the clones, I actually think that would work out pretty well. So, like, when it comes to clearing this, I guess we could just, like, take a look and see how it would work. If we go to where Super Boss is at. I don't know how long this would take potentially, but we could just do, like, a quick run for it. So what we do is we bring the clones. I don't have the alternate arts link leveled yet, so we'll have to get to that. But like if we run a team like this, it is on time travelers and they are extreme class. So in theory, this should work out pretty well. But the problem here is that you don't have many Easy 8 characters. And for Super Easy A's, if you guys don't know, and just Easy A's in general, what you want are extreme Z Awakened characters because they just inherently are going to be doing more damage. So that's just something to keep in mind. Definitely want to take advantage of the type advantage here. No pun intended. Do that. And we're not going to be able to grab an int orb, unfortunately, with this other Goku Black. But this should work out fine, right? This team should be working for us pretty well. But in terms of like actually clearing it, that is something that is important to note, where you actually do have to like go in here and clear it properly in the first place. So like that is something about Super Easy A's that I think can be a little bit deceiving to a degree, where I could be like, yeah, this is definitely the smartest way to use your Memorial Stone or your Global Dragon Stone, they're calling it. But the problem, one of the problems that can arise from that is like, do you have potentially a team that can do the Super Easy A's for them? So if you do have this Rose Goku Black and you do have your clone team done, I would definitely be able to say, yeah, go ahead and scoop up Vegito Blue, and it's going to be pretty, or not Vegito Blue. Yeah, Vegito Blue, the physical Vegito Blue. I was thinking about the LR for some reason, but you could definitely just get this done with Goku Black and the clones. I mean, you can see we're just shredding through this right now. So definitely a good pickup for you is that Goku Black for sure, or I keep mixing it up. We're looking at Goku Black. Physical Vegito Blue, I think, is a slam dunk pickup with your Memorial Stones here. And you really can't go wrong, in my opinion, with that pick. So if you were like feeling impatient and you wanted to make a pickup today, I think that you could easily get away with getting Vegito Blue, and you'd be in a pretty good way because, again, if you do have Rose Goku Black, you can run a Super Bosses team here. You guys are going to be fine, right? Some sort of Future Saga setup, some sort of Potara setup, some sort of Time Traveler setup. Anything from the Future Saga is basically going to work in this event, so you should be able to get through it no problem, and that Super Easy A is actually going to be pretty easy. So I guess I was a little bit wrong on that, just kind of running this in practice. The Super Easy, or the clones are doing a considerable amount of damage that I did not expect them to be doing, but that is sort of the idea when it comes to like what you want to be doing with these stones here, right? Because it's an important pickup, but it's also not like an account breaking pickup if you get something wrong. So definitely want to avoid the trap that the game is trying to get you in. It's like a banner that has a ton of featured units on it, right? Where it's like, yeah, there's a ton of characters that you want here, but the issue with that is the fact that it's so hard to like pinpoint exactly what you want. That's why we're always recommending like carnival banners, unless it's during part of like a big celebration like this, or legendary summons at any time during the year are just something that you need to be skipping, because if you're like, using your hard-earned dragon stones and your like stuff like that and potentially spending money on those banners, like you're just not getting the most value for your hard-earned currency, whether that be dragon stones, whether that be US dollars, whether that be whatever currency that you have in your country. If you're just like recklessly spending them on banners that are not good value, it could potentially lead to be a bit of a problem overall, because you're just not getting the most out of them. And that is why, you have to take advantage of stuff like this when the game gives you things for free, right? So when the game gives you Memorial Stones, we can go back to Global. When the game gives you the sort of like Global Dragon Stone and stuff like that, you have to be able to like recognize that and take advantage of it. So just to quickly go over the picks, as we always like to do in these, kind of like this ending bit here. We're just going to do something really simple. And I'm going to give you like a brief, like 1 sentence verdict on every single one of these picks here. And it should be pretty simple, right? STR Gogeta Blue, do not pick up. Tech Vegito Blue, avoid picking up. It's a trap. This Super Saiyan 2 Goku, unless he's the only one. This is going to apply for everybody, so we're just going to keep this in short. Like, unless you don't have him, like, and he's the only character you're missing, don't pick him up. The same goes for Vegeta. The same would go for Android 13. Don't pick up STR Cooler. Do not pick up Int Future Gohan. Avoid LR AGL Kid Gohan here. Teen Gohan, whatever you want to call him. Avoid Int Perfect Cell. Avoid Super Piccolo here. Physical Piccolo. I don't know why I can't talk. Avoid the Go Bros. Avoid Namegoku. Avoid Trunks. This is Zamasu. You don't need to pick up. This Tech Hit here. You don't need to pick up. This Transforming Vegeta. No thanks. Int Kid Goku. No. Right. The LR Super Saiyan 4s. Gogeta Blue. Broly. These guys, no. Like basically everybody all the way down to here, like no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Now we get to the interesting stuff. If you are going to pick up these characters potentially, wait to see what their Super Easy A does in the first place. Then kind of go back and reassess. Then we've got this Int Vegeta here. And then the Int Trunks, no, no, no. Yes, but wait. Yes, but wait. No, no, no. Yes, if you have everybody else except for this guy. No, 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 no. Maybe, again, if you just want him. Okay, so to close this out, right? Super Saiyan 3 Goku, no. Int Janemba, no. Kid Buu, no. Tech Cell, if you're missing him, I'd actually say is a decent pickup. And the same thing for Int Buhan. And then Broly, I would say no. Right? Now, when it comes to all these LRs, don't even think about this, right? It's just a trap again. So let me know down below what you guys have done with your global Dragon Stones. Again, don't pick up Android 13 and everybody else, right? Just stick to the Super Easy A's, Vegito Blue, Rose, and then potentially the Super Saiyan 4s, I think is going to be your best bet. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy this one. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next one.